Tell me you don't relate to this. You've just gotten home from school and you've got a plethora of assignments due the very next day. So you decide to take a quick 5-minute break to recharge, which turns into a 15-minute break, a 30-minute one, and soon 3 hours has passed and you've still got nothing done at all. So why is it so hard to just start? The first thing you have to understand is why you even procrastinate in the first place. Basically, you procrastinate because right now, the pain of inaction is less than the pain of actually doing the work. In simple terms, the work is kind of scary, and by default, your brain doesn't like it when it's kind of scary, so it puts off this scary. But just think about this. When you have less time to do the work, does it become more or less scary? Obviously more scary, right? Until you're in the situation we've all been in before, where it's 11 PM and you've got 59 minutes left to do the assignment. The first tip is something that I personally do, that I call realizing the work. You know how when you have 3 assignments due and you're like, this is gonna take forever, right? Well, the way your brain works is that it'll try to find proof of its thoughts, you know? So then yeah, it'll take forever if you say so. To avoid this, we first have to accurately size up, realize our work as if it were like our opponent in a fight, you know. Look to see what you actually have to do in the assignment itself and use this concept called the sit down time. Basically, if I just sat down and did nothing except this assignment and this assignment only, how long would it take me? Give yourself a rough guess and follow it roughly. This takes advantage of Parkinson's law, which just states that work expands to fill the time given. You know how you work so damn fast when it's 11 PM and there's 59 minutes left, right? This is exactly what we're doing, except now it doesn't even need to be 11 PM for this to work. The second tip is to build a routine. Preferably you wake up at like 6 AM and bust out all the work there. Isaac is taking this out of context, but we both know you're not doing that. Right now, just think of your perfect afternoon routine, what you optimally do in a day, and tomorrow, just do the first step of that routine. Just that, when you're in the gym, right, you don't start by bench pressing 200 pounds first. You start with the empty barbell. For example, if you want to work out 30 minutes after getting home, right, just get that right for 3 days, and then move on to the next step of showering. Nail both of them for another 3 days, and then move on to the next step, which is like doing 30 minutes of homework. You'll find yourself wanting to do more, but just humble yourself and stick to it. This is how you build a routine that actually sticks and actually works. Let me use an analogy for this third tip. Going to the gym is kind of hard, right? But if you don't play League of Legends, leaving your room is easy, right? Filling your water bottle is also easy, right? And then tying your shoelace is easy, right? You see where I'm going with this. Seeing the big thing can make it feel like very scary, so you put it off. But if you just focus on the next step and then the next step, the next actionable step that you can actually do, basically, suddenly it becomes so easy to start. If you use all the 3 previous tips and they still don't work, take 3 deep breaths. Take just one with me right now. I'm sure you feel a lot calmer. Do that 2 more times and then go to the clock app on your phone and then start a timer. You should feel a push to start, you know, because this ties back to the first tip of setting a deadline for yourself. If you try all the above and it still doesn't work, you're cooked, lil bro. But I'm gonna give you an actionable step still. Just before you hit the zzz, just take down the time you do so on paper or on a message to yourself. Like that's it, that's all you have to do for the day. And then for tomorrow, we're gonna do everything in our power, every single last thing in our power to make that time 10 minutes earlier. Until we hit a goal, healthy sleep time you can set for yourself after like 1 to 2 weeks. Think of being late to your sleep time as being late to a friend. Like you'd feel like shit if you showed up to a meeting with your friend 30 minutes late, right? So why don't you feel like shit if you show up 30 minutes late to your sleep? You see? You can get all your homework done but fumble on the day of the exam and your grades still won't be good, so here's a video to help you with that. I hope you watch it and join me on this journey of chill self-improvement. You can subscribe if you want, I don't really care, but just watch the video, okay? Thank you.